Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole and to Tutorial Tuesday. Today we're going to make these cute little chapstick holders. You can make them different colors. They're just very simple. You're using just a single crochet when you're making them. So I've got a couple to show you that I've made already. And then they've got this little keychain thing on them so that you can hook them on your pocketbook, belt loop, book bag, just wherever to carry with you. And you'll always have your chapstick just handy. So we'll lay these to the side. You will need some cotton yarn. I'm using a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. 3.25. Pair of scissors for cutting your ends. A needle for sewing in those ends, and then a keychain. And I got mine off of Amazon. I'm sure you probably could find them on somewhere else, and you might be able to get. See, this one's not as. This one's a little bit shinier, so they got different sheens and stuff. But that's what we're going to be using, and Michael's, Joann's might even have them. Hobby Lobby probably has some. So if you want to make any, you could get these little hooks. And it's got that lobster claw, I guess is what you call it. So, and it's got this little loop thing on it. Okay, so that's what we're going to make our keychain with. So to get started, we are going to do a magic circle. And again, I take and I hold my yarn in my hand right there, wrap it around these two fingers, cross it over and make an X, turn my hand over, grab it with my pinky finger. Go under the front piece of yarn, grab the back piece of yarn, pull it up, twist it, and then grab over here that back piece of yarn again and pull it through. And there's our magic circle. Now I'm going to do 5 single crochets into the magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, sorry, and 5. And then I'm going to pull that circle tight. Now we will be working in the round, and I suggest that you have a piece of paper to mark down where you're at, because we're going to do just continuous rounds, but we'll do it so many times. And I try to keep track of mine, that way I don't lose my place. And that way if I have to stop, I stop at the end of a round so that I don't lose my place. And you can also measure your chapstick to make sure it's the size you need. So, here's the little red one. Right there we go. Okay, so we did 5 single crochets. Now I'm going to count back 5 stitches so I know which one's my first single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to go into that first single crochet I did. And then we'll take my end of my yarn and I'm going to put it around so that I'm going to put it over top of my needle. So I'm going to work that strand into my chapstick holder, and I don't have to sew in that end later. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets in every stitch around. So I'm just counting to keep track of where I'm at. 1, back into the same stitch, oops, 2, then we'll go over to the next stitch, 3 and 4 into that one, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. So that completes our second round, and I did 2 single crochet in every stitch around for a total of 10 stitches at the end of our round. Next, our third round, we're going to single crochet in each of the 10 stitches around in the back loop only. And I'm still going to sew this, crochet my end in as I'm going. So I'm going in the back loop only and do 1, next stitch, back loop only, 2, next stitch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it's wanting to curl up on you. I'm going to kind of push it up. It looks kind of peaked and funny at first, but it'll be okay. And that was 7, so 8, 9, and 10. So there we've completed 10 stitches around. We've done 10 single crochets around, back loop only. So now I'm going to start keeping track. I'm going to do 11 rows of single crochet in each stitch around. So it's a total of 10 stitches each stitch around. So you have to roll it over because it's where you did back loop only. It's wanting to roll up on you. Make sure you go through both loops of that stitch and do 10 stitches around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's my first row of 11. So I'm going to do this 11 times. So I just put a mark down there of one time. And if you now see when you can fix it and it just kind of flattens it out a little bit. So now you're going to be working. Let me cut off this excess here because I've kind of crocheted that in, so I want that out of the way. Okay. Now I'm going to do 10 more rows of a single crochet in every stitch around for a total of 10 single crochets in each row. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got 9 rounds done. I've got 2 more to go to finish, and I'm just going to do them with you. Again, you're going through both loops, and we're going to count 10 stitches. 1 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always mark it down, even if I'm near the end, just so I don't get distracted, in case I get distracted. So one more row of single crochets around for a total of 10 single crochets around on this last row. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 11 rows of single crochets around and 10 stitches in each round. 10 single crochets in each round. So in this last, we're almost done now. So now we are going to do a single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops, chain 1 and turn your work. Now I'm going to take my keychain and lay it here, and I'm going to go into those 5 stitches and do a single crochet through the stitch and through the key ring, through that part. So there's my first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one, because it's kind of a little tight fit. Wait a minute. Make sure I go through all those threads that want to come unraveled. Make sure I'm inside my keychain. And that's 5. I'm going to chain 1, cut my yarn off, leaving enough to sew in my ends. Pull that out, tighten it up, and there is your key ring, your key hold, your chapstick holder. Watch this. Let's see. Let's get the chapstick and put it down in this one. There we go. So you want a little bit of a tight fit so that you don't lose your chapstick out. And all you do is push on the bottom to push it out. So there's that one. And all we have to do is sew in our ends. So we'll get our needle and our thread, our yarn. And I'll just go inside. And I'm just going to put it through, like all the way through. And then I'll go back here. And I'm just going to weave it in. You're just kind of weaving back and forth. And just do that a few times to make sure it's down in there. I'm going to do it one more time. And then I'm going to cut the excess off, kind of pulling it a little bit tight. Cut the excess off. And then when you fluff it up, it hides that back in there. So Let's move everything out of the way. There is our chapstick holder. And again, these would make fantastic little stocking stuffers. Nice little gifts. And we all could use chapstick during the winter months. I know that my lips dry out and get chapped from the cold air, cold wind. So there is our tutorial for today. A little keychain chapstick holder. And I hope you've enjoyed making this. I really enjoy making them, and they don't take a whole bunch of time. You could work up several pretty fast. And I do make these and sell them if anybody's interested. But you can just email me. But anyway, you could make your own. How's that? And so that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. And we will talk to you later in Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. Bye for now.